Hi, my name is Glenn Towery, and in honor of Black History Month, I'd like to read a poem to you that I wrote entitled Black Resistance. Black Resistance. In the instance of being Black in a country that had no lack of keeping Black people under attack was born Black Resistance. It was the power of hatred that forged it in a way that Black people could never forget that they had rights they would not forfeit no matter white racist intent. Black resistance has always been and will always be part of Black folks' psychology as a measurement of how they have grown spiritually. Until Black people are treated with equality, will they believe they are truly, finally free. In America, they were stolen to be as slaves in a so-called democracy. The natural order of pride and love and destiny resonated to grow Black people's resistance seed. In the land of sugar cane and cotton, 12-hour days with no pay gotten, eating foods that was sometimes rotten, beaten, and their culture forbidden, now forgotten. Hebrews, Watusis, Yorubas, all tribes from the homeland, some decimated as they were brought to the new land. Though their hope became merely a pittance, Black people birthed and nurtured the tradition of finding a way to practice Black resistance. Although Black resistance was outlawed and reviled by slavers and whites who made racism their style, for keeping those down, telling them to wait a while, Black resistance was nurtured and raised like a child. We grew it to defy the very evil that worked to hold us down, demanding we bow our heads and wear a frown. There was no honor for those who bore that Black glow, so we resisted and persisted to defeat Jim Crow. The stench from the lynched permeated anew. It was done to subjugate those with dark skin hue, to place them in fear in an instance. It only served to grow our beautiful and brave child, Black resistance. Black resistance was defined by racists as a thing to be hated. For Blacks, it was a discovery of self-love that could not be negated, and understanding that they were really created and born to be people of color, determined to be free. Black resistance fought for a nation that refused to understand that color did not detract from who was a man. Black resistance insisted to show how they truly could see. It was wrong to steal someone and commit them to slavery. It was wrong to take human beings from their land. It was wrong to enslave them and to demand they surrender their freedom, to kill them at will without any justice and no free will. It was wrong in their soul. Black people heeded that call and resisted the inhumanity by refusing to fall. 200 million Africans perished from their strength, kidnapped and forced to work with Black back bent. 200 million who cared and had dreams, families, friends, perished with screams because of the mean white scheme to get rich, to be lazy, to make others work for free, and scream from their nightmare, enslaving their dignity. So what is the legacy we share today? Martin and Malcolm slain and gone away, Black Panthers attacked and destroyed with permission by a people who cared not about spiritual sedition. Still We Rise wrote a marvelous Black poem. She echoed the words for all to know it, a prophecy in poetry for all to fulfill, a guide to Black people to bolster their will, words of courage so that they would not miss it, messaging the soul and heart that birthed Black resistance. What have we resisted, you might ask? The answer lies in looking into the past. We have come a long way from days of no power. We stand at the precipice facing that racist hour that stole us away so many years ago, that can never restore to us and cannot ever show us the repayment for all we have lost as souls, human beings that will never be made whole. Because to make a dime, someone thought to enslave Black Africans for the success they sought. Black Lives Do Matter is where we're past now. It landed in our souls and made us say, wow. For so long, it was a thought we could not believe because of the brutalities our enslavers conceived. But here we are now, trying to save democracy and end this inhumane, outrageous blemish by nurturing the child we have nourished and praised, that continues to grow because we raise Black resistance.